Welcome to the super fast TouchDesigner tutorial series. In this tutorial, we will learn how to create a metallic coil using POPs family. First, we generate animated paths using Pattern and Mathmix POPs. Skin them into tubes using line metrics and a copy pop, and duplicate them using a torus shape. And if you just want to grab this finished file and play around right now, it is already up on my Patreon. Alright, let's look at the network structure. Chapter 1. Overview. Our project is split into three main areas. In the main network, we use pattern, copy, and skin pops to procedurally build and instance our metallic tubes around a torus, and also a flat UI layer. Next, the render section brings it to life using geocomps, PBR materials, and an environment light for dynamic metallic highlights. Finally, the post section uses blur and composite tops to blend our sharp 3D render with a glowing, frosted glass UI overlay. And by the way, if you need a place for getting feedback on networks like this, or want beginner courses, you are entirely welcome to join over 400 students in my school community down below. Chapter 2. Network. Perfect. Drop down a pattern pop, and then set the number of points to 50. The phase y to abs time.seconds multiplied by 0.1. And map to high to 0.2, 0.05, and 1. Connect this pattern pop to a Mathmix pop. Let's grab another pattern pop, set the number of points to 50, and set the parameter size to 1. Connected into the second input of the Mathmix pop. In the Mathmix pop, we set the operation to A multiplied by B. Now set the scope A to P, and scope B2 in 1P. And hey, if you find this network interesting, but maybe do not want to build it all from scratch, you can just grab the finished project file on my Patreon. There are over 7,000 subscribers there who get access to all my project files, custom TouchDesigner plugins, and some free VJ packs. If you prefer to just jump straight in and experiment, the link for that is also in the description. Take the Mathmix pop and wire it to a line metrics pop. Here, change tangent to on. Then drop a copy pop and connect the line metrics into the second input. Next, drop a circle pop. Set orientation to Y, Z, divisions to 10, and uniform scale to 0.015. Now plug this into the first input of the copy pop. For the copy pop, we need to enable template rotate to vector, and then set the forward direction to positive X, and set the rotate to vector attribute to tan. We set the rotate vector attribute to tan, so our copied circle geometry smoothly follows the exact direction and curvature of the underlying path. Connect the copy pop to a skin pop. Now wire that skin pop straight into a normal pop. Now drop a copy pop and plug the normal into the first input. Alright, create a torus pop. Then change connectivity to rows. Change columns to 43, rows to 25, and uniform scale to 1.1. Connect it to a line metrics pop and set tangent to on. Connect this line metrics pop into the second input of the copy pop. In the copy pop, enable template rotate to vector, forward direction to positive X, and rotate to vector attribute to tan. Connect this copy pop to a transform pop, and set the rotate y-axis to abs time.seconds multiplied by 5. Add a select pop, and choose the transform pop. Now plug it into a geometry comp. Inside the geometry comp set, translate y to 0.2 and scale to 1.5. For the material, add a PBR. Set the metallic to 0.463 and roughness to 0.199. By the way, if you are enjoying this and want to learn a bit more about TouchDesigner, you are always welcome to join my school community. We have over 400 students learning together right now. It is a great place to find beginner courses, get feedback on your project files, and just network with other creators. If that sounds helpful to you, I will leave the link down in the description. Let's build the second structure. Let's make a copy of the network we just built. On the first pattern change map to high X value to 0.125 and the Y value to 0.01. Now grab the torus and restore the uniform scale to 1. Finally, into the last copy change, the rotate to vector direction to positive Y. Copy the select and the geo and change the select input to the second transform. Now the geometry is placed on both X and Y to create this kind of metallic mesh. Now let's add some UI detail. Drop a grid pop and set connectivity to point primitives. Then change the size in Y to 0.4. Now set columns 10 and rows 9. Connect it to a noise pop. Set period, harmonics, and harmonic spread to 0. Also change the amplitude to 0.224. Then animate translate 4D with abs time.seconds multiplied by 0.1. In the output page, set combine entity to curl 3D and combine attribute scope to p.x so we only affect on the x-axis. Grab a rectangle pop and set size Y to 0.36. Then change uniform scale 0.08. Now wire it to the first input of the copy pop. Connect the noise into the second input of the copy pop. Connect the copy pop to a normalized pop. In the normalized pop set, mode Z to 0. And change bias in X 0.3. Now change map to high in Y to 0.2. Next, connect a transform pop and set translate X to minus 1.031. Translate Y to minus 2.076. And uniform scale to 2. Add a render simple top and then add the transform pop to it. Change the constant color to white. Next, under the common settings, set the resolution to 720 by 1280. Perfect, now let's render. To light everything up, I used an environment light comp with an HDRI map, and 2 lights to create dynamic highlights across the metallic geometry. A simple camera viewport and a vertical render top with a black background color. I sent this to a select top for the post section. Connect it to a blur top and set pre-shrink to 2 and filter size to 24. Now insert a composite top. Add a rectangle top. Now set the size to 0.5 and 0.77. In common settings, change resolution to 720 by 1280. Connect it to the second input of the composite top. Now drop another rectangle top and set size to 0.5 and 0.77. Change fill alpha to 0 and then set border color to white. Border width to 0.0033. Now go to common settings and set resolution to 720 by 1280. Now insert a composite top and plug the rectangle into the second input. In the composite top set, the operation to add. Now wire that to a level top. Change brightness to 1.55. Insert another composite and then add a select top to grab the render top. Plug it to the second input of the composite top and set it to Over. Insert one last composite top. Now drop a select top, choosing the Render Simple top, and connect it to the second input of the composite. Set the composite top operation to Add. Perfect, the layers are all done. A simple way to build a metallic coil. I hope you've successfully completed this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.